Fuck you say about my mom?
I don't want any trouble. Just get out.
You talking shit.
Other day, the Chinese guy really pissed me off when he said that.
Oh, what's up? Oh, what's up?
Yo, what up? It's Maj back in another video. Today we're about to be getting into a video by Soap Studios, and the video is going to be on Odog, the character that never changes in Menace II Society. Yeah, this nigga never changed in the whole movie. We see this nigga like advancing. He shoots somebody, he catches, he never really catches bad luck like the main character does. The main character ends up like dying, and this nigga just goes on about his day in life, and he just I never got the moral story about, like, how he never caught any consequences. I mean, maybe he's going to jail, maybe he went to jail, but like, I don't know if the people even found out. I mean, the police even found out. Low-key, I'm babbling. Let's get into it.
Makes a great character? Is it a great performance? A theme or idea that sticks with you? A lot of people think a great character is defined by their change or arc in their story. But what happens when the change or progression is absent? What happens if it never existed at all? And what happens if it goes in a complete opposite direction?
This guy uses the same intro music as Dead Meat on YouTube. You guys should check out his videos if you're horror fans and like scary movies.
So before we start, we need to understand who Odog is. And to do that, I think it's better to just show you a clip from the opening scene.
The fuck you say about my mom?
I don't want any trouble. Just get out.
You talking shit. Every time I come in this motherfucker, you got something to say.
Okay. There's like two sides I kind of get to this. Is the other side is like, he really didn't even like say anything, and they were just about to go on about their day. The Chinese guy really pissed me off when he said that. I'm pretty sure, like, if you watch this movie, the Chinese guy pisses you off every time, but they didn't deserve to die. They didn't deserve. This nigga is a complete psychopath. Um, when he says, "I feel sorry for your mother," after he just paid for something, like, fucking crazy.
Now, I'm sure based off that small introduction, Odog obviously seems as a very unhinged and violent person, and that's exactly what we're going to be examining in this video, by diving into certain events and key moments in the movie that not only demonstrates Odog's brutal portrayal of violence, but really answers what happens when a character never changes. The first scene to talk about is the convenience store scene. From the start of the scene, we pick up on two of the main characters having a conversation, just talking about going to a party and trying to buy beer. Yet, as they begin to look in the fridge, one of the owners is secretly trying to get closer to them and keep an eye on them, and Odog immediately calls her out for it, as he knows that she thinks that they're trying to steal something. They then get their beers out of the fridge, yet Caine opens his and begins drinking it in the store. And this is where things begin escalating, as now both the owners are staring and are beginning to build tension between themselves and Caine and Odog, with each group of people only getting more angry as the tension keeps building. Yet out of the two of them, Caine is able to remain calm, while Odog seems to be getting closer to the edge and seems to be falling into the bait of feeling disrespected. Through continuous dirty looks and glares from both the owners, they finally pay, yet on their way out, Odog asks for Caine's change back, with the owner giving it to them and then telling him that he doesn't want any trouble, but that they have to get out now. And just when we think Odog and Caine have finally made it out of this unfair situation, the owner has to say,
I feel sorry for your mother.
now,
Like,
this
nigga.
instantly escalates the situation, and it leads Odog to not only leave the store, but shoot both the owners, take the camera tape, and then also rob the store. And the fact that this scene opens
This is like so stupid too, because this nigga leaves so much evidence behind. You may have took the tape, but like this nigga drops the beer and literally like that has fingerprints on it. And then this dumbass nigga goes over to the thing, steals all the money out of there, leaves fingerprints without nothing. Like they just leave so much. Uh, they just leave so much evidence. I don't know if they thought like these are probably like movie cops. They're stupid, but like if this was like real life, this shit would have not happened, obviously. But nigga, this shit wouldn't been going down like this because they would have been caught and in jail.
The movie really sets the tone for not only what these two characters will represent, but demonstrates the whole violent nature of the whole film, easily allowing for the two main characters to be introduced. As first, we have Odog, which, as we've seen in this first interaction, we see what Odog ultimately represents, which is pure violence, craziness, and the will to always fight back on anything that comes in his way, no matter how irrational. The next and other main character of not only the scene, but the whole movie, is Caine. And as we can see in this scene, he symbolizes a more civil, protective, and ambiguous character in opposed to Odog. Now, in this scene, there are a couple very important things to keep in mind here. One is the fact that before Odog shot anyone, he was pretty much in the right here. And you could see how he was being treated unfairly, and not just that, but was willing to let the initial disrespect slide before the owner talked about his mother, which this almost gives him a sense of being a somewhat civil person. Yet, right when
I
you think
mean,
this, he pulls.
oh shit. I mean, as like as like they're crazy, and when you're black, you can't talk about nobody. I mean, when you're anybody, you can't like talk about somebody's mom like that. I mean, well, he didn't really talk about her, but like he said, I feel sorry for your mother. Like you didn't have to say all of that. So that which led to that nigga getting shot.
Trigger brutally murders both owners, and it almost shows the audience exactly who Odog is, which is a violent, brutal killer who will stop at nothing to ensure his name has respect and envy. The next important thing in the scene is after Odog shoots the first owner, he not only commits multiple murders, but then commits a robbery. And this is possibly the most important thing here, as in such a short period of time, this has gone from just trying to buy beer to a multiple charge crime. And in that, we are able to see how this is not only normal for Odog, but right after he pulls the trigger, he is thriving and is almost acting out of routine rather than rationality. And we can also see how, in terms of who's more calm now, the roles have almost reversed, and Odog begins to seem like he is in his element, while Caine rationally begins to freak out, easily showing how one character, Odog, can turn a simple disagreement into possibly one of the most brutal scenes in the whole violent world that is this movie. The next crucial event to talk about that defines Odog is the tape scene. Now, this scene comes when Odog is at a party, and by this point, he's got the liquor store tape in his hands, the very tape that shows him murdering both owners.
Oh
And he
yeah.
begins to show it off
I thought he would show that. I hope he shows that scene where, I mean, where that guy like was asking for the cheeseburger.
to two of his friends. Yet, as the graphic murder plays on the TV screen, something scary happens, as we see how Odog begins to take pride in it, and instead of hiding it or becoming haunted by it like Caine, the rational one, tells him to do, Odog treats it like a trophy, parading it around, while one friend laughs with approval and exception. Now, Odog taking full pride in his violent acts just in order to try to gain respect from others shows how truly immature he is, but also shows how, like many others, he is really becoming a product of his environment. Yet, instead of trying to be cautious or avoid confrontation like Caine does, he fully embraces it. And this is exactly when another friend from the other room walks in with a shotgun, asking Odog if he's ready to kill more people. And this is really significant and symbolic, as it's almost like Odog has gotten approval and has even graduated from just having a normal handgun to having a more outrageously dangerous weapon, allowing for him to again fall.
Nigga, and that does not bode well for a nigga that's crazy, bro. Nigga, shit. I would never hang out with these type of people because these type of people actually exist out here. Don't get it wrong. They might be not like reckless as this nigga is, but like, this character had to have been like studying, not like made up on the fly. Somebody had to have known somebody like this, when they were writing this movie. But like, I'm feel like if you in the hood, you know a nigga like this, and that's like not afraid of anything. That's somebody you can't keep in your corner. But this nigga throughout the movie was just reckless and crazy as fuck. He ain't got no repercussions for it.
Deeper and deeper into this cycle of violence, which then leads us to the final major event, which is the drive-by scene. So we pick up with a group of the cousins that Caine originally fought with and disrespected, and they're all in a car with loaded guns getting ready.
Hey, just so y'all know, the same nigga Caine beat up, he actually played in Menace II Society while drinking juice in the hood. The way he's hired the same actor to get jumped twice. That's just some knowledge that I just learned.
To commit a drive-by. However, we then see Odog is helping Caine, Anthony, and his mother move out. Yet, because we have just seen what we have, we know what's happening before it even does. And it's interesting here as we get a shot of Anthony on his bike, as all they do is leave him outside, not knowing what to expect. Yet, because we have seen the car as it barrels down the road, we wonder, are they really going to shoot a kid? And that's exactly where the violence peaks in this movie, as it has gone so far to the point where an innocent kid could die just for the sake of revenge. The bullets then rain out, and everyone except one person panics here. And that one person is Odog. And Odog not panicking or even flinching, with his first instant reaction being to shoot back, allows for us to get a sense that he's not only gotten lost in the violence, but is unfazed by it. And we can then see this again as similar to the original convenience store scene. Odog seems to be the only person who is calm here. Even when he sees Caine get hit, he is devastated, but he's able to brush it off more than anyone else, as to him, this is just another day, because he has been so surrounded by this violence.
And this has like a really deeper meaning to it because this has like real effect on like people in the streets like this. You see like countless gang members like say they take drugs to like cope with this. It really does affect them in the heart, but they have to act like they have no soul because they have killed people. They have to act like a different person on the streets because you can't be a punk ass nigga on the street. That's how it goes. That has to come with like bad shit, and it comes with bad shit because they take copious amount of drugs that literally wreck their system. So like, this is where that whole thing kind of kicks in.
The whole movie, when it finally hits the people he loves, he almost is numb to having a reaction. And that's when we can also see how he was the only one not hit by any of these shots, because he not only has become immune to the violent world around him, but has, through his return of the violence, lost all hope and fully submitted, like the audience has, to a grim and very dark ending of this movie. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap up the video.
Soap Studios did a good job like analyzing this character and really kind of get depth into just like making a video about this crazy ass nigga, because like I said, I kind of in the beginning of the video don't get like why he was hit, but like his street background and everything kind of prepared him for that, and I kind of get I get it now. Because like once you gotta stay ready, you can't panic, you can't basically have a soul basically on there. You gotta stay prepared because like he has killed people in the damn movie, I'm pretty sure, and like whatever he did in the background, or whatever his character background is. And, you know, he's just a straight gangster and killer that just has, like, you know, killed people. So I'm pretty sure he has to watch out. You know, people nowadays say, like, you gotta stay strapped, you gotta stay on point. That's why a lot of people have, like, lost their lives, because, like, they haven't, you know, they think everything's sweet, and, you know, knowing their reputation, they end up passing away in the streets. But this is a great video, man. I might check out some more videos by him. He's an upcoming YouTuber just like me, man. But we on the road to 450. I'll catch you guys in the next video.
He was the best guy around.
What about the people he murdered?
What murder?